Digital Video Summarization Techniques, a survey. Abstract video summarization, which gives a short and precise representation of original video clips by showing the most representative synopsis, is gaining more attention. The main objective of video summarization is to provide a clear analysis of the video by removing redundant and extracting keyframes contents from the video. The architecture in video summarization shows how a large video schemes into short and story contents. Many types of research were done in the past and ongoing until now. Therefore, multiple methods and techniques proposed by researchers from classical computer vision until the recent deep learning approaches. Most literature shows that most of the video generation and summarization approaches shift into deep generative models and variational autoencoders. These techniques may fall into summarized, unsupervised and deep reinforcement learning approaches. Video representation categorized in static and dynamic summarization ways. But video summarization still challenging with different problems. These are computational devices, complexity, and lack of dataset are some them. The effective implementation of video summarization applied in different real-world scenarios like movies, tailor in the film industry, highlight in football, soccer, anomaly detection, video surveillance system. Keywords: video summarization, supervised, unsupervised, dynamic summarization. 1. Introduction. Video summarization is a mechanism of creating a short-time original video while keeping main stories/content one from large video dataset. A wide range of applications can be achieved through video summarization. For example, if we have surveillance video at home, events intended to reduce a few minutes meaningful illustrating anomaly events for easier understanding. In a sports video, the same thing is to summarize illustrating the most important events such as goals, penalty kicks, etc. In video summarization, the input is a video with whole content as such original. The aim of to choose small content of keyframe from the original input video to produce a summary video that can express with being explicitly watching the whole part and without losing important content. 11. In the long duration video, viewers may not have enough time to watch the whole video. A viewer may interest to watch on the particular issue under important where the user is searching for. 28. Recently, it has been attracting much interest in extracting the representative visual elements from a video for sharing on social media, which aims to effectively express the semantics of the original lengthy video. 24. In today's digital world, there are so many videos that were created and released over different stream media. Especially such videos uploaded to the internet or cloud. Therefore it needs a high bandwidth network to browse it. Video summarization, which gives a short and precise representation of original video clips by showing the most representative synopsis, is gaining more attention. This is good practice to save multiple resources, time, storage, and other network and multimedia infrastructure too. In fact, there are two types of video summaries: 1. Static video abstract, which is a sequence of keyframes, and 2. Dynamic video scheming, which is a collection of dynamically composed audio-video subclips, and in both cases, the aim is to collect the most interesting or important video segments that show the essence of the original clips. In the real world, even though we have plenty of video with large content, all the possible frames may not equality important, or some of the content is redundant or irrelevant content. But working on video summarization is quite a difficult task while finding the potential information to create an interesting short video with either no repetitive or missed information from the whole content provided as an input. Many types of research have done in video summarization. In problem is under constraint, since this summary is hag of the subjectivity of understanding. 24. This research explains both classical computer vision techniques as well as the recent deep learning approaches to summarize potential relevant information apart from the whole video contents given as input. It also explores methods or techniques used under video summarization while working with its application area in different scenarios. Literature review and surveys on the main objective, gaps, or limitations, and in line with its method and contribution. This paper organizes as follows: Section I Architecture, Section 3 Related Works, Section 4 Application Area, and Section V Conclusion. 2. Architecture in video summarization. In the video, summarization is a process that explains how large video content will summarize into short and concise information. The videos in small computation and storage resources regardless of losing an important section of the content. The mapping between the ground truth, original video, and the summarize one also important since the following figure 1 shows the basic architecture of video summarization in line with the mapping function between the inputs, a large chunk of frame sequences, and summarizes, short and selected frame sequence. 3. Video summarization. Multiple types of research done in video summarization, potential methods and application areas in keyframe scenarios like a highlight football game. The proposed methods outlined by the researchers so far were both supervised and unsupervised approaches. In supervised methods. But recently research the reinforcement learning mechanism also applied to it. A supervised methods. In a supervised learning approach, video summarization learns from labeled data by consisting of videos and along with ground truth summary videos. Getting an annotated data is quite expensive, difficult, and costly. Even in some way it becomes impossible 24/11. Due to its requirement of human annotated video summary pairs or per frame, the training label is guided to summarize the video accordingly. To address under the supervision of human annotated video to produce a subset of contents. Selection problem. This annotation training sample along with the original source video that can teach how summarization will works while selecting informative subsets. 14. The target label annotation, which is a user-created summaries that help by teachers for selecting the best video frames directed on how the algorithm to summarize in accordance with the guidance of user input fashion. Much work has been proposed to measure shot importance through supervised learning. B. Unsupervised methods. Unsupervised video summarization in spatiotemporal feature and reduction with clustering methods. Unlike supervised methods without including annotated video summarize, it is possible to create an unsupervised way. In egocentric video summarization, methods have also used unsupervised learning to categorize sports actions. 12. However, the video is challenging problems because of that placement of camera shows in a video a great variation in object vanishing points or angle, illumination conditions, and movement. The author used AlexNet, which is a convolutional neural network, to filter the key frames where camera wearer interacts closely with the people, while finding a subset abstract story from whole contents. See reinforcement methods. Reinforcement deep learning without a label, or as an unsupervised video summarization approach, works in the sequential process. 28. In this paper, the author used a deep summary network that can predict, based on the statistical probability of a given frame in a given video sequence. Use an end-to-end learning for training, so needs high computational resources. Figure 3. Training deep summarization network, DSN, via reinforcement learning. DSN receives a video 6 and takes actions 28. 4. Video representation. Video representation is an important problem in video pre-processing. A good video representation should include the key point and useful information for discrimination by discarding unnecessary information. Generally, in this video processing, video frames are usually represented as a matrix. In this paper, author methods method use the luminance information to keep the data in every single frame. In video summarization, mainly focus on creating a video summary that can finish watching within a short period of time. During this process, the generating mechanism for creating video frame contents may be static or dynamic approaches. The static video summarization is also known as R-frame. Still, images consist of 3 types of classification. These are sampling, shot segmentation, and scene-based classification, where keyframes are extracted pre-sampling in uniform as well as in a random manner. On the other hand, the dynamic video summarization during producing summarize informative video contents. 5. Literature review. Taru et al. 2017-31 propose a new method of video summarization into text. This approach takes an input of consumed video. The authors are motivated while the viewer of a video may not have time to go through full content. The aim of this research is a user can easily understand the summary in text format. Srinivas et al. 2016-30 proposed an improved method for video summarization techniques. The aim is to get a summary content of a video which is interesting to the viewer and representing the whole video. The result is better while it compares with other methods. Anomaly author, 2020-29 proposed ILSSUMM, which an iterative local search for unsupervised video summarization. Its objective is to create automatically a short summary of the whole contents. Moreover, to indicate the high scalability of ILSSUMM, the authors introduce a new dataset consisting of videos of various lengths. Joe et al. 2018-28 develop a deep summarization network, DSN, to summarize videos for predicts each video frame probabilities. The training is an end-to-end reinforcement learning. So the result is better than that of supervised approaches. Sharma et al. 2017-27 proposed a general video summarization method that is divided into static and dynamic. Static summary done through a keyframe. Cai et al. 2018-24 proposed a generative modeling framework to learn representation with a variational autoencoder. Encoder-decoder attention for saliency estimation of raw video for generating the summary. Song et al. 2015-23 present TV sum and unsupervised summarization framework. Introduce a new benchmarks dataset. This approach produces superior quality summaries compare with other approaches. Yuan et al. 2017-22 present a novel deep-side semantic embedding, DSSE, model to generate video summaries. In semantic relevance can be more effectively measured. Fu et al. 2019-4 proposed a GAN-based training framework through an unsupervised and supervised video summarization approach. The generator is focused on PTRNet that generates the cutting points of summarized fragments. Where Summy, TV Sum, YouTube, and LOL datasets with remarkable improvements. Roken et al. 2019-11 present a method that learns to generate optimal video summaries. This R model goal is to learn a mapping function f, v, s. Chu et al. 2015-8 developed a maximal by-click finding, MBF, algorithm that is optimized to find sparsely CO occurring patterns. The results suggest that summaries generated by visual CO occurrence tend to match more closely with human-generated summaries. Aguman et al. 2019-7 present a deep learning approach to summarizing long soccer videos, which are three-dimensional convolutional neural network, 3D-CNN, and long short-term memory, LSTM, recurrent neural network, RNN. Fajtal et al. 2019-6 propose a novel method for supervised bidirectional recurrent networks such as BiLSTM combined with attention. Alphakey et al. 2019-4 conduct extensive experiments on the compiled dataset in addition to three other standard benchmarks. Vasudevan et al. 2017-3 introduce a new dataset, annotated with diversity and query-specific relevance labels. In the video, summarization can be a single view or multi-view. In single-view video summarization proposed for summarizing a single view using video's supervised approaches usually stood out with best performances. On the other hand, multi-view video summarization proposed a method that tends to rely on feature selection and using an unsupervised optimization paradigm. 6. GAN-based video summarization. GAN-based training framework is a neural network that consists two adversarial networks called generator and discriminator. This framework, which combines the merits of unsupervised and supervised video summarization approaches. 23. The generator network is an attention-aware PTRNet that generates the cutting points of summarized fragments, whereas the discriminator is a 3D-CNN classifier to judge whether a fragment is from a ground truth or a generated summarization. Therefore, GAN is a better one than that of others in different metri. 7. Challenges in video summarization. In video summarization, the process is trivial in skimming important sections of the original content. The main challenge is the 1. Training and pre-processing unbalanced training test length. Point 2. Complexity in application and development. Point 3. The temporal relationship between video frames and information like video tags, captions, comments and so on will need to be investigated in the future. 22.4 Inexpensiveness of training video, mostly the annotated dataset. 8. Application of video summarization. In video summarization, keyframe extraction is an important part of many video applications, like video indexing, browsing, and video retrieval. Many professional and educational applications that involve generating or using large volumes of video and multimedia data are prime candidates for taking advantage of video content analysis techniques. 33. Movie trailer, film industry. Advert creation, advertisement. Football highlights, recreation means. Anomaly detection from video surveillance, security. Remove redundancy. Reduce computational time, storage requirements. Data visualization, labeling. Search, retrieval, recommendation. 9. Conclusion. This paper presents video summarization techniques, applications, and challenges. The architecture of video summarization focuses on a chunk of video summarized into short skim of potential information. Recently, classical computer vision techniques for video summarization methods are dynamically shifting to deep learning, especially deep generative model, recurrent neural network, variational autoencoders. Video summarization may handle unsupervised, TVSUM, RNN, and DPP-SQDPP, and by LSTM, unsupervised. ILSUM, GAN, and V, and even deep reinforcement learning approach, DSN. GAN-based training framework is a powerful means of image and video generation. Video summarization is challenged different factor. These ranges from dataset until computational device, especially in new deep learning models. The application video summarization can be used in a different scenario for different reasons. These can be recreation, film industry, and security, and reduce computation power. In general, a deep generative model and variational autoencoder is a relatively good way of video summarization techniques in both static and dynamic summarization approaches.